If you're giving someone advice, you need to listen to these tips because this show is about that today. I'm Juan Morey, and this is El Mejor Inglés, where you get the best tips and tricks in order to improve your everyday English. I'm going to give you some tips on how to give advice to people, or how to tell someone that you don't like what they're doing, or maybe that they should change the way that they're doing something. And there are ways to do this to sound a little bit better and not make someone angry. Sometimes you have to give advice to someone. You have to tell them what to do, or you have to tell them how to do it. Or maybe you're the boss and you're telling your employees a process or a way that they can do things better. Or let's put the most important case. You are the employee and you have to tell your boss that they have to do something in a different way. How do you tell your boss to do something in a different way without offending them? I mean, after all, they are your boss. They don't take orders from you. So if you tell them, no, not that one, the other one. If you tell them this, they might feel like you are giving them an order, and that's not something that you want to see. How do you tell people? How do you recommend things without sounding like you're giving an order? All right, the first thing that you should do is use should, could, or might in your sentence in order to give them advice sounding in a polite way. For example, you can tell them, you should save some money. Or you could separate the shipments so that you will reduce our cost. Or you can tell them, you might want to start right now. Using words like should, could, and might soften the message that you're telling to someone. To their ears, it sounds more polite. It's nicer. You're not telling them you have to do this. You're telling them you could do this. It's an option, but it's an option for their benefit. Being more vague. Okay? You can tell them, maybe we can do this. Or it's possible that this way might be better. If you do something like this, then you are telling them that you have an idea that you think might be better and you're not giving them an order. Another thing that you can do, or perhaps you might consider using hedging words. Hedging words are words that you say at the beginning of a sentence. It's not just one word, but a couple of words at the beginning of a sentence. You're just giving them an idea. You can say things like, perhaps you should promote Sam. Or you could say, maybe we should do it again. That way you can try again without telling someone that this was bad. Or you can use just to explain your recommendation. It's just to give a little more friendliness, all right? If you follow these tips, then you will be able to give people advice without sounding like you're giving an order. And people will listen more intently to what you have to say. And because you're being polite, they might think about what you're saying this time. So you should follow this advice, and perhaps it will be good for you. Now we're gonna go to our expression of the day. This is our expression for today. When the chips, are down. Okay, so when the chips are down, and a lot of people say, but teacher, what are chips? And now through the magic of computer animation, you can see this little drawing. These are the chips that they give you at casinos when you play the different games. So these chips, you go to the cash register and you exchange them for money. So if your chips are down, it means that you don't have a lot of money anymore. Maybe you're losing in the games, maybe you have bad luck, and if you're talking about your business or your life, you generally, you're not doing too well. So don't let your chips get down. Make sure you bet on the winning show, which is El Mejor Inglés, and keep it real, guys. Remember, to recap, if people come to you for advice, or if you want to tell someone what to do without sounding like it's an order, you can use might, could, or should inside the sentence to sound more polite. You can also use hedging words, or you can just say just. One thing that you definitely should do is contact Progressive English if you know that someone needs English classes. Si usted conoce una persona que necesita mejorar el idioma inglés, usted podría decirle o debe decirle que llame a Progressive English al 809-732-5150 o que visite la página web pes.com.do y así usted podrá ver que su amigo mejorará en el dominio del idioma inglés. Thank you very much. I want to invite you to remember to subscribe to this video so you don't miss any future updates. Make sure to share this video with your friends. Leave a comment. In fact, I think you should leave a comment on this video, giving us recommendations on how we can improve to make it more fun for you to watch. And always remember, like this video, subscribe, and share it. I think I already mentioned that. I'm just making sure that you heard it the first time. So stay tuned and see you next time. When the chips are down.